Hey guys, I'm Nick and welcome back to the channel. Well, it's been about a year or more since we've seen Star Trek Discovery. There have been some delays in production and post-production for obvious reasons, but I thought, seeing as how it's been so long since we've seen Discovery on air, I thought I would do a recap video of everything that happened in Season 2 for those who might have forgotten or who just want a bit of a refresher before the new season starts this year. So take a deep breath. Here we go for Discovery Season 2 recap. En route to planet Vulcan to pick up its new captain, the USS Discovery receives a distress call from the USS Enterprise. Captain Christopher Pike takes emergency command of the Discovery and explains that the Enterprise was investigating 7 mysterious red signals when it was catastrophically damaged. All but one of the signals have disappeared, but it too is gone when Discovery arrives at its location. They discover the wreckage of the USS Hiawatha, which went missing during the war, on an asteroid made of non-baryonic matter, and inside find engineer Jet Reno nursing the last survivors of the crew. All are transported back to Discovery. They need a sample from the asteroid as the dark matter could be used to help power the spore drive. Commander Michael Burnham has a vision of a Red Angel while on the asteroid and later visits the damaged Enterprise to investigate the quarters of her foster brother Spock, who had previously taken leave for a personal investigation. She discovers that he had been having nightmares of the 7 signals. Burnham confronts Pike about Spock's nightmares and his personal leave and learns that Spock had committed himself to a psychiatric unit and requested that Starfleet not inform his family. Discovery detects another one of the signals and uses its spore drive to instantly travel to a planet Terralisium with a previously unknown human population. A looped transmission suggests the population departed Earth during World War III. Pike and Burnham lead an away team to the planet's surface and find a primitive society with a religion combining multiple human faiths. During the team's investigation, an anomaly produces an extinction-level radiation shower. While testing a piece of the asteroid, Tilly gets hit with dark matter from the asteroid. On recovering in sickbay, Tilly, after receiving advice from a medical staffer, uses a fragment of the non-baryonic asteroid to avert the catastrophe, later recognizing the staffer as classmate May Ahern, who died 5 years earlier. Returning to Discovery, Pike reviews footage from a helmet camera recovered on the planet to see that the population had been taken from Earth by the Red Angel from Burnham's vision. Burnham and Pike discuss that Spock identically drew the 7 signals 2 months before they appeared to Starfleet. Spock's mother, Amanda Grayson, learns that he has escaped the psychiatric unit and is wanted for murdering 3 doctors. She steals his medical records and takes them to Discovery for decryption. Amanda recognizes a drawing in the records from Spock's childhood art, the Red Angel. Burnham admits to emotionally hurting Spock when they were young to protect him from Vulcan logic extremists. On Kronos, Klingon House leader Kol Shar threatens to kill Starfleet officer Ash Tyler, formerly the Klingon Voke, and the Klingon Empire's leader L'Rell for having a secret child. Instead, they kill him with the help of Philippa Georgiou, the Empress of the Mirror Universe's Terran Empire, and now a Starfleet Section 31 agent. In a ruse to consolidate power, L'Rell convinces the Klingon High Council that Tyler and the baby are dead. Georgiou delivers the baby to a monastery and recruits Tyler to Section 31, under the command of Captain Leland. Tilly, still plagued by hallucinations of May, Stamets uses dark matter to remove the parasitic life form which originates from the mycelial network. While following Spock's warp trail, a living, intelligent, planetoid-sized sphere pulls Discovery out of warp and immobilizes it. The crew surmises the sphere is well-intentioned and has gathered gargantuan amounts of data from all over the galaxy, and that it does not want to be lost before it dies. However, the sphere's hold on Discovery triggers the Vihari in Commander Saru, a fatal condition to his species, the Kelpians. The sphere transmits an upload of over 100,000 years of knowledge and history before throwing Discovery clear, so as to not be caught in the ensuing explosion. Saru asks Burnham to help prepare for his death by removing his threat ganglia, which sense danger. However, they fall out of their own accord and leave Saru healthy and living without overwhelming fear. Meanwhile, the parasite attaches itself to Tilly again, once again accessing her memories to communicate as a hallucination of May. The parasite claims Discovery has nearly destroyed its ecosystem by using the species' mycelial network to jump through space with the spore drive. It then consumes Tilly, leaving no trace of her. Stamets and Burnham conclude that Tilly has been taken into the mycelial network. She wakes up there with the May parasite who wants to help her stop a monster that is ravaging her world. Discovery finds the shuttle that Spock used to escape the psychiatric unit, only to find Georgiou on board. Section 31 Captain Leland assigns Tyler to Discovery as a liaison to ensure that Discovery does not interfere with Section 31's own investigation into Spock. Discovery conducts a half jump into the mycelial network to give Stamets and Burnham limited time to find Tilly before the network consumes the ship. Burnham and Stamets discover the monster is Stamets' husband, Hugh Culber, the former Discovery chief medical officer who was murdered by Tyler during the war. Stamets was connected to the network when Culber died, allowing his energy to be recreated by the spores. Burnham now convinces May to use the parasite cocoon on Discovery, through which Tilly was transported into the network to rebuild Culber's body into normal space. Leland on his Section 31 ship helps save the Discovery from being stuck in mycelial space after initially acting in his own self-interest. Admiral Cornwell tells Pike and Leland they must work together to locate Spock and control an AI program which analyses threat assessments for Section 31, suggests the Red Angel signals are emanating tachyons, implying the Red Angel is a time traveller. Another of the mysterious signals leads Discovery to Saru's homeworld of Kaminar, where the Kelpians' predators, the Ba'ul, demand Pike surrender Saru as Starfleet has agreed to stay out of the conflict between the two species. Pike refuses, but Saru turns himself over to prevent a fight. Tilly works with technologically augmented Lieutenant Commander Airiam to sift through the sphere's information on Kaminar. They learn that the post-Fahari Kelpians were once Kaminar's dominant species, and nearly eradicated the Ba'ul, with the latter only surviving by using their superior technology to cull the Kelpians before they lose their threat ganglia. Pike transmits the same pulse from the ancient sphere of knowledge that affected Saru through the Ba'ul's own technology to trigger Vahari in all Kelpians, hoping the two species can instead work towards a peaceful solution once the Kelpians are freed to learn the truth about their past from Saru's priestess sister Sarana. The Ba'ul retaliate to Starfleet's actions by attempting to commit genocide, but are stopped by the Red Angel, who Saru sees as a humanoid wearing a highly advanced mechanical suit. Discovery is confronted by a time anomaly while researching the Red Angel's signal over Kaminar. Pike and Tyler investigate the anomaly in a shuttlecraft, sending a probe into it. They are soon attacked by that same probe, now upgraded with future technology, which uses the shuttle's computer system to secretly infect Airiam. They are able to destroy it with Stamets' help, as his exposure to the mycelial network allows him to ignore time discrepancies in the anomaly. Meanwhile, Burnham visits Vulcan as she continues to search for Spock. Confronting Amanda Grayson, Burnham learns she has been hiding Spock, who is in psychological distress, repeating phrases and a series of numbers. His father Sarek instructs Burnham to trust Starfleet and to take Spock to Section 31 for help in fixing his mind. Section 31's doctors claim that they can help him, but Georgiou warns her that Spock will not survive the memory extractor that Section 31 plans to use on him. Georgiou helps Burnham stage an attack that allows Burnham and Spock to escape the ship. Previously, the Enterprise visited Talos 4, where Pike and Spock met the Talosians, beings that can create incredible illusions. Pike fell in love with Vina, an injured Federation crewman in the Talosians' care, but she was unable to leave the planet and survive while Pike chose to return to the Enterprise. Starfleet banned future visits to Talos 4. Now, Burnham and Spock secretly travel to Talos 4, where the Talosians heal Spock's mind in exchange for Burnham's memories of emotionally scarring Spock. These memories reveal that he mind-melded with the Red Angel, a time traveller trying to avert a galactic catastrophe in the future. Stamets attempts to reconnect with Culber, who is going through an identity crisis. Culber confronts Tyler, who'd previously murdered him, but realises he is going through a similar crisis. Discovery collects Spock and Burnham after the Talosians help Vina contact Pike by telepathically projecting illusions of Spock and Burnham for Section 31 to capture as a distraction. Escaping, Discovery and its crew become fugitives from Starfleet. Starfleet Admiral Katrina Cornwell secretly joins Discovery to interrogate Spock and brings video footage depicting Spock murdering the three doctors. Saru discovers that Section 31 faked the footage using holograms, and Cornwell directs Discovery to Section 31 headquarters, where Starfleet's Control Artificial Intelligence is kept. Control is behind the forgery and has been directing Section 31 to pursue Spock. Burnham, Security Officer Nan, and Airiam beam into the headquarters to find the personnel, including Section 31's leadership, dead after Control turned off life support systems. Airiam is tasked with restoring control to Starfleet's intended purpose, but the virus from the future she carries is Control itself, and instead attempts to upload the sphere of knowledge of all artificial intelligence into Control's database. Airiam tells Burnham that she must find out about Project Daedalus and asks to be ejected into space before Control gains the knowledge that it wishes, and Narn does so before it is too late. Airiam dies, reliving her favourite memory before she was technologically augmented. While preparing for Airiam's funeral, her system is purged of the Control virus along with all other control systems around Starfleet. While doing this, Tilly discovers a bioneural scan of the Red Angel in Airiam's code that matches Burnham, and it would appear that Burnham is the Red Angel. Leland reveals that Section 31 built the Red Angel time travel suit 20 years ago in a temporal arms race with the Klingons, and that Burnham's parents had been part of that program. Leland's carelessness at the time had led to their deaths. Now they plan to use Burnham as bait for the Red Angel. Discovery travels to ESOF 4, where there is enough energy to power their trap. Burnham is left out in the planet's unbreathable atmosphere until the Red Angel appears. Leland's Section 31 ship is able to close the wormhole behind the Red Angel to stop future Control from following her through, though Leland is attacked by the present Control, which is still active within the ship. The Red Angel is caught in the trap and revives the momentarily dead Burnham, who recognises the figure as her mother. When the Burnham's laboratory was attacked by Klingons years ago, Michael's mother donned the time travel suit to go back in time an hour and warn them of the attack. She instead arrived 950 years in the future to find all sentient life destroyed by Control. Tethering herself to a nearby planet, Dr. Burnham made over 840 attempts to change the future, including moving humans to her planet, Terralisium, to test how she can change history. Trying to stop Control from gaining the sphere's data, Dr. Burnham was responsible for it crossing paths with Discovery. Now, the Discovery crew plans to upload the data into the suit and send it to the future where Control cannot access it, while keeping Dr. Burnham in the present, but a Control-possessed Leland intercepts their download. Georgiou and Tyler confront Leland, with Tyler gravely injured but able to warn Discovery. The crew is forced to cut the transmission short and release Dr. Burnham back to the future, with the suit now damaged. Control Leland escapes with half of the sphere data. A new signal appears over Boreth, a place sacred to Klingons, where a Klingon monastery is located and where monks guard time crystals. Tyler and L'Rell left their son to be raised there by these monks. Pike visits the monastery to retrieve a time crystal and finds their son is now fully grown adult named Tenavik. Tenavik explains that life on Boreth is affected by the crystals, and that if Pike takes one, he will not be able to change the future that it shows him. Pike sees a future where he is severely disabled by an accident, but chooses to take the crystal to serve the greater good. Meanwhile, Burnham and Spock investigate a Section 31 ship that had checked in 10 minutes later than usual and find all of the crew dead except for one, Cameron Gant, an old colleague of Burnham's, who has been possessed by Control and attempts to take over Burnham. Spock is able to stop Control's nanoprobes trying to infect Burnham by magnetising the ship's floor. The Section 31 fleet soon arrives, forcing Pike to order Discovery to be destroyed to keep the sphere data away from Control. Discovery escapes and rendezvous with the Enterprise, with Discovery crew evacuated to the other starship. From there, they initiate the self-destruct, but the sphere data takes control of Discovery systems and prevents this from happening. It also defends itself from torpedoes. Burnham proposes that the time crystal be used to take Discovery itself into the future, where Control cannot get to it. Planning to wear a copy of her mother's suit to lead the ship there, Pike agrees and resumes command of the Enterprise to keep Control distracted. A new signal appears, leading Discovery and Enterprise to the planet Zahir, which is ruled by Tilly's friend, Queen Mihani Ikakali Kapo. A brilliant engineer, Poe assists Stamets, Tilly and Reno with preparing a suit and the time crystal for the journey. Some of the Discovery's crew choose to stay with Burnham, as does Georgiou. Some stay behind, while Saru is made acting captain by Pike. As the Section 31 fleet arrives, Discovery and Enterprise prepare for battle, while the suit and time crystal are finalised. Tyler retrieves the Klingon fleet to assist in the battle, while Sarana arrives with Ba'ul fighters after receiving a farewell message from Saru. Stamets is seriously injured and is cared for by Culber. A Section 31 torpedo penetrates the Enterprise without detonating, but a secondary detonation kills Cornwell after she seals off the surrounding area. Control Leland boards the Discovery and is defeated when Georgiou magnetises the nanites in his body, allowing Section 31's fleet to be destroyed. In the suit, Burnham travels to the past and sets the 5 signals that led them to this point. She then sets a 6th signal for Discovery to follow as she travels forward over 900 years and promises to set a 7th when they arrive. The crew of the Enterprise tell Starfleet that Discovery was destroyed in the battle and are ordered to never speak of it or the crew again, on Spock's recommendation to prevent another incident like Control. Tyler is placed in command of Section 31. Months later, the Enterprise detects a 7th signal as it begins a new adventure. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed my recap video of Star Trek Discovery Season 2. Discovery Season 3 obviously coming soon, looking forward to that. And as always guys, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share this video, check out my Patreon page and merchandise, links in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time.